Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you can tell, is going to be my most underrated videos or underappreciated videos in my collection. So I do have quite a few, so it might be a little bit long, but these are just the ones that I feel are underappreciated, or a lot of people don't like, or I don't hear a lot about. So without further ado, let me just jump right in. Okay, so the first one I have is River Wild, and it stars Meryl Streep, Kevin Bacon, and David Strathairn. I'm not sure if I said that right. Now this is an amazing movie. It basically is about Meryl Streep, who used to be a river guide, and while they're on this river trip with husband and son, Kevin Bacon actually, I guess, hijacks it and tries to get her to help him down the river. This is a really emotional movie, and I just feel like I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, so there's that one. Now this one is Teen Witch. I grew up on this movie. It's this one right here. Not this one. This one right here. It's basically about a girl. She's a nerd. She wants to have all the friends, all the popularity, the right guy, but she just doesn't have it. And then she finds out that she's a witch, and she wishes for it, and spoiler alert, it doesn't really fit into her life and doesn't seem like something that she wanted from the beginning. So it's really good. I'm not sure what the girl's name, Robin Lively, I'm sorry. She is actually Blake Lively's older sister. I think it's her half sister. So that's that one. Now another one that I don't hear a lot of people talk about is P2. Basically, it's about Angela, who's played by Rachel Nichols. She works in an office building and basically has no time for anybody. She works a lot. She's really into her work, but then finds that the security guard is actually in love with her, which is played by Wes Bentley, and tons of things happen, and it's just basically a night of terror. So that one's really good as well. Now another one I don't have the case for, but I do have the movie. I'm sure a lot of people know about this movie, but I don't hear it talked about a lot, is Juno. I think this movie is fun. I really adore her sarcasm, and it's just fun. I really love this movie. Now another one, it's just cheese. This one's pure cheese. And I watched it when, even though I hate clowns, but this one doesn't scare me for some reason. It's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This was the one that actually came with the pop art. But I really enjoy this movie, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's cheesy. Basically it's about some clowns or aliens. They come down to Earth and they start killing people and turning them into cotton candy so they can suck it out, which is really nasty, but it's really fun. Now the next ones are Idle Hands. Now this one has Devon Sawa and Seth Green and Jessica Alba, and this one is about, basically, I don't know, it's like the devil went into his hand and the hand is killing people. I just don't hear a lot of people talk about this one. It's really fun. It's 90s. It's like 90s horror comedy. It's really fun. I enjoy this movie. And I watch it all the time because I'm a huge fan of Jessica Alba. I think she's an amazing actress, so that's that one. Now this one my family loves. We watch it all the time, and I don't hear anybody ever talk about it. It has Walter Matthau and, gosh, what's his name? Jack Lemmon. It's grumpy old men and grumpier old men. Basically, they're best friends. They've lived next to each other forever, but they're always fighting, but in the end, they love each other. So, goes through trials, you know, marriage, just stuff like that. It's funny. It's hilarious. So you guys should check that one out. Now the next one is rest in peace Robin Williams and Billy Crystal is in it. Is Father's Day. I never ever hear anybody talk about this movie. And basically what it is their ex, they both dated her. She says that they might be the father of her son, because he's gone missing. So she asked for the help for him to go, for them to go find him. So I mean, it's just funny. It gives you a little bit of a tear sometimes. So this one's really good as well. You should check that one. Next one, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about. That's why it's in this list. Is The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox. This one's really fun. It's a good like Halloween movie. It's not too scary, and I really enjoy watching this one. Now this one's pure cheese. Okay, it's Drop Dead Gorgeous. It has Kirstie Alley, Kirsten Dunst, Denise Richards, and basically it's about all of them want to be the Princess America. They want to be crowned the Princess America, I think. Yeah, so they're all basically rivals fighting over who wins. It's really funny. It's just a show that I really like, but I don't hear people talk about it as much. Now the next one is Cursed. I never hear anybody talk about this one. It's a good werewolf movie. It has Christina Ricci, Jesse Eisenberg, Joshua Jackson, and a bunch of other known actors. It is a really fun movie. It's not scary to the point where you don't want your kids to watch it, but it's just fun. Like, it's like cheesy 90s, or I think this is 2000. I think it's 2000, but it's just fun, but it has that vibe of the 90s. Now this one I am actually going to do a review about. I haven't watched it in a long time, which is Crazy Beautiful. This is one of my favorite movies. That stars Kirsten Dunst and Jay Hernandez. I absolutely love this movie, and I have not seen one person talk about this movie. Basically what it's about is Kirsten Dunst's part in the movie. She is basically a rich girl who has troubles in her life. And Jay Hernandez, he is actually the boy from the other side of the tracks, but he's actually trying to make a life for himself. So he buses all the way to the rich school. He's a football player, gets good grades, and basically they fall in love, and it's just a really good story. You guys should check this one out, definitely. Now the next one is 127 Hours with James Franco. This is based on a true story of Aaron Ralston. He gets lost in the Utah Mountains, which is where I'm from, and it's a heart-wrenching movie. It's a really good movie, and it's a documentary, and it's probably one of the better ones that I've seen, like where they portray somebody's biography, I guess. So that one's really good. Now this one I don't hear a lot of people talk about either. Is Big Trouble in Little China. Haven't opened this yet. So basically this emperor, he's who knows how old, and he is stealing girls with, or Chinese girls with green eyes because it is so rare. And you know, it's got Kurt Russell and Kim Cattrall, and it's just a really fun movie. I love this movie. My husband doesn't like it, but I do. Now the next one, I know a lot of people give hate on this one. It is The Dark Tower with Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba. Sorry. I had a lot of fun with this movie, and I don't know why people don't like it. It's fun. It's got the sci-fi and the action, and I had a really good time with this one. The next one is The Covenant. This one is about the sons of Ipswich. They are all basically witches, descendants of the Salem witches, I guess. This one has, I'm not sure if I can read this. Stephen Strout, Sebastian Stan, Laura Ramsey, Taylor Kirch, and Toby Hemingway. Yeah, but this one's really fun. It's got a lot of magic, and it's just, I love movies like that. So, other than horror, that's probably one of my favorite genres right there. Now, you guys are probably gonna hate me, but I think this one is very underrated. It's fun, it's cheesy, but The Wicker Man. It's got Nicolas Cage in it, and I just think it's a fun movie. It's not horrible. I don't get why people think that about it, but I really like it. Give it another try. Okay, I'm not going to talk about this one too much. Whatever It Takes. This is a fun 90s romance movie. This one's got James Franco in it as well. That one's really fun. Now this one is also one of my favorites. It's 13. It's got Evan Rachel Wood and Nikki Reed, who actually co-wrote this movie. It's kind of about her life, and basically she's 13, she meets this new girl, and all hell breaks loose. She changes her look, she changes the way she acts, everything. And it's just a really good movie. You guys should check this one out. The next one, this one's super cheesy. Spice World. I think this one is so funny because I was a big fan of the Spice Girls, and it brings back memories, and it stars all of the original. They portray themselves basically, you know, Posh, Baby, Sporty Ginger, and Scary Spice. So that one. Next one is actually based on a book of real life. Is Riding in Cars with Boys. It has Drew Barrymore, and it's just a super fun movie. She ends up getting pregnant by somebody that she barely knows, and I think she's 15. Yeah, I think she's 15. But this one's a really good movie as well. We're almost done. Now this one, I love this movie. This one is probably not one that kids should watch. Well, of course they shouldn't. Revenge of the Nerds. Basically, it's about these nerds. They've been nerds and mistreated all their life, and they think in college they're going to be top dogs, but it doesn't end up like that, and basically they get revenge on the jocks. There's a lot of nudity and stuff like that, so make sure that children don't watch this. Warning, fair warning. Next one that I don't feel people talk about enough, it's starring the late Paul Walker, is Running Scared. This movie, he does an amazing job. I love this movie. Basically, it's about Paul Walker is in a mob, and they shoot somebody with a gun, and they give him the gun to throw away or hide, and his neighbor's kid ends up getting it and shooting his stepfather, and it's just a whole crazy mess after that. So that one's really good. The next one is Saved. This one's got Jenna Malone, Mandy Moore, Macaulay Culkin, and basically what it's about is they are all in a Christian school, and she ends up pregnant, which is a big no-no, by her boyfriend, but then her boyfriend ends up turning to be gay. It's just a crazy, it's really fun. I really like this movie. I gotta rewatch this one. Now the next one I did do a review on, and I might update that review. It is The Namesake. This movie just tears your heart out. It is so beautiful. It's actually based on a book, and Cal Penn is in it. It's just a beautiful movie. It's a coming of age movie that goes through the family. These two, Cal Penn's parents, actually had an arranged marriage, and it's just a beautiful movie. You can watch my review. I'll put it up in the iCard. Now the next view is Maximum Overdrive. This movie is so cheesy, but it's fun. This one is actually one of the first movies that I got, and you can see it's pretty beat up, and I need to get a new copy, but it's hard to find. Basically, this little town, a comet passes over, and all of the electronics start killing people, the trucks, basically everything that's power associated starts killing people, and it's really good. It's really fun and cheesy. If you like cheese, you'll like this one. This one, I love you, man. What can I say about this one that hasn't been said already? I have heard about this one, that people do talk about it, but I don't hear about it enough, so that's why it's on this list. It's got Paul Rudd and Jason Segel, and it's just fun. It's a good, fun movie, and I enjoy watching that one. House Bunny. This one is so dumb, but I love it. It's got Anna Faris in it. Basically, she becomes the house mother because she is an ex-bunny, and she gets kicked out, and she helps these young girls bring themselves out of their shell. So that's a good one as well. Next one is Practical Magic, and people might have talked about this one, but I haven't heard it enough. So it has Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman, who are sisters, and they are witches, and it's an amazing movie. Check it out. Alright, we got a few more and then we're done. Next one is This Is 40. This one has Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann. Basically, it's like a sequel to Knocked Up, but kind of not a sequel, kind of like a continuance. And it's just funny. I love this movie. This one's rated R, so don't watch it with your kids. This one's based on a book as well, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I absolutely love this movie. It has Logan Lerman and Emma Watson. And I really can relate to Logan's character a lot. Hey guys, I miss some movies, so I'm gonna just add these in here real quick. So there's gonna be two ending. Excuse me. So the next one is Alpha Dogs, and this one's got Ben Foster, goodness, Emil Hirsch, Sharon Stone, Justin Timberlake, Anton Yelchin, who's passed away, and Bruce Willis. This one is based on true events, and it's a really amazing movie. The next one is Sorority Boys. Really funny movie. I won't go into that one. Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon. Good movie. Awake with Hayden Christensen, Jessica Alba, and Terrence Howard. I absolutely love this movie. Before I Fall. I love this movie as well. When I watched it, I fell in love with it. I don't hear a lot about this. It's very underrated. Chronicle. Very good, evil superhero movie. And a lot of people give this movie hate. I don't know why. It's The Gods of Egypt. I think this one is a fun movie. Drag Me to Hell. I love this movie. My Soul to Take. Good horror movie, slasher. And, oh, this one is based off of Othello. So yeah. Now the next one is one of my favorite Disney movies. Is Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2. I do like Halloween Town, the original, more, but it's just good fun. It's a good movie to watch with your kids. The next one I never hear anybody talk about is What Lies Beneath. It has Michelle Pfeiffer and Harrison Ford. This is a good thriller movie, and it does have a little bit of the horror aspect, but not too much. It's not too scary. I went and saw this in the theater with my best friend. Hey Ange, if you're watching this. And we were freaking out because we thought stuff was coming up from the side. It was from the side of the seat. But that one's an awesome movie. And I never hear anybody talk about this one. The beginning of it is a little bit boring, but once you get into it, it's terrifying because you cannot see what is going on. It is Willow Creek. It's about a couple. They go and try and retrace the tracks of the famous, I can't think of, you know, the first original Bigfoot. I can't think of the name of it, but, and crap happens. So this one's really good. Alright, coming down to the last ones, guys. Okay, Don't Say a Word. This one's got Michael Douglas and the late Brittany Murphy. This one is amazing. Michael Douglas is a psychologist, and he has to try and help Brittany Murphy's character to get a code out of her brain. She's been in and out of institutions. She's killed somebody because she's basically mentally ill. But then it turns into something that it isn't. So this is a really good thriller movie. I never hear anybody talk about this movie. It's down in real life. It has Steve Carell. It is a really good family movie, and I really enjoy watching this movie. Legend. Legend is one of my favorite movies. Me and my sister used to watch it all the time. It has Tom Cruise in it, and basically they have to save the unicorns from this evil guy up here, and it's just a good fun movie. I mean, it's not fun, but it's a good movie. Now this one I think is a Lifetime movie, and it's based on a book. It has Kelly Preston, Ron Eldard, and Britt Robertson. I really enjoy this movie. It keeps your attention. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who to believe. So that one's good. Alright, last 5. Now and Then. Never hear anybody talk about this movie. This is a great coming of age movie. It's got Christina Ricci, Gabby Hoffman, Ashton Moore, who I did not know actually passed away, Rita Wilson, Thora Birch, Melanie Griffin, Demi Moore, and Rosie O'Donnell. Basically, these friends, they said they made a pact that they would come back if they ever needed anything, and it goes back to the girls when they were younger, and I absolutely love this movie. And I Am Number 4. This one's also based on a book. I have a lot of movies based on books. This one's fun. It's got magic or superpowers or whatever, and I really enjoy that. This one's got Alex Pettyfer, Timothy Oliphant, who I really like, and Teresa Palmer and Diana Aragon. I really enjoy this movie. Alright, last 3, guys. Swim Fan. This was one of my favorite movies when I was a teenager. It has Jesse Bradford, Erica Christensen, and Sherry Appleby. This is a great thriller. It's creepy. I just love it. I think I might do a review on this one, so I won't say too much of it. Bend It Like Beckham. I really love this movie. Basically, it's about a traditional Indian girl. She hides the fact that she wants to play football, which is soccer in Europe, and just goes from there. It's a really good movie. Last one, guys. What is eating yogurt grape? I do not hear enough about this movie. It's got Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio, and basically it's about Leonardo DiCaprio. He is mentally challenged, and his older brother takes care of him along with his two other sisters. Their mother basically won't go outside due to the fact that she is overweight and people make fun of her. But it's a really good movie, and Leonardo DiCaprio does amazing in playing that part. So that is it, guys, for my most underrated or underappreciated movies in my collection. If you would like a part 2, make sure you like this video. Also, if you want me to do a review on any of those mentioned videos, let me know. Otherwise, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!